welcome to #Decorate channel. Today we have a new ideas for pop full sailing designs for 2020 trends. Don't miss, like this video and let your comment, subscribe #Decorate channel and turn on notification to get more videos soon. Let's go. Sailing are sometimes the most neglected part of a construction, but there are ways in which this called add beauty to a room. One of the modern day interior trends is the false ceiling. This interior trend has gained traction among homeowners and buyers in India and all over the world. False ceiling are a type of artificial ceiling created as the lowered extensions of the existing ceiling, also known as drop ceiling, T-bar ceiling, suspended ceiling or great ceiling. This type was first used only in commercial constructions. The gap between the actual ceiling and false ceiling was used to installing lighting and air conditioning vents. But with time and design development, this type of ceiling has now become a part of household too, commonly used in newly constructed homes. False ceiling are a way of adding sufficient to the indoors, while in the commercial forms this type completely blocked the actual ceiling of the building using a gypsum board or steel panels. In household, a more designer form was made using plaster of Paris (POP), designed in different shapes and height. The artist's look of false ceiling add to the decor of home. If you have high ceiling at home, this could add the interior and let you play with lighting. The ceiling allow you add depth to the room by showcasing the gap between high and lowered ceiling. It concludes the wiring used in lighting installing in the ceiling. To add the beauty, you could also get some interesting carving on the higher ceiling using plaster of Paris or pop. It also has sound absorption capability and makes your home cozy and quiet. It, it is good at absorbing heat too. If not maintained well, the false ceiling can be home to pests and spiders. If the actual ceiling in your home is not too high, adding false ceiling could make your room look smaller and claustrophobic. A hanging structure. The false ceiling is not as solid and the actual ceiling does. In case of any calamity or installing of any heavy lighting on other fixture could cause a damage. Different types of false ceiling you often see in home, office, shopping complexes, restaurants, theaters, and generally the sound ceiling hung below the main structure ceiling. The area above the drop ceiling or false ceiling is called the plenum space, as it's sometimes used for HVAC air renting. Drop ceiling help to cool the room when the height of the room is more by reducing the space for air conditioner. Covering the upper area also has the multiple advantage of getting space for air conditioner, decades and cleaning, concrete wiring, fixing light frames, security cameras, fire sprinklers, and other fixture. It adds beauty to the ceiling and provides the base of all kind of decorated light and fans. The false or drop ceiling is a good illustration of contemporary architecture, and construction in both residential as well as commercial applications. Different spaces or preference would entail the use of different false ceiling materials. There are numerous types of false ceiling used for home interior. False ceiling can be different in several ways according to their applications, materials utilized, appearance and visibility. However, most common classification is based on materials and are and there are eight major types of false ceiling: plaster of Paris, pop false ceiling. Number two, wooden false ceiling or plywood false ceiling. Number three, gypsum false ceiling. Number four, metal false ceiling. Number five, PVC false ceiling. Number six, fabric or cloth false ceiling. Number seven, mineral fiber false ceiling. Number eight, glass false ceiling. Plaster of Paris (POP) is the most commonly used false ceiling. Gypsum, when heated, softens, gives out water and forms. Pop hardens instantly on addition of water. It is applied on the fabric or a wood base, which is then suspended to form the false ceiling. Pop false ceiling look attractive and has a long lifespan. They are excellent thermal insulators. This kind of drop ceiling not only hides the higher numbers of construction, ventilation, ducts, and conduits, but also give a smooth finish to your ceiling. It gives a smooth, uniform finish and in molded in any shape as per design. The surface can be painted depending on your interior style. They are lightweight and durable false ceiling. The most important features of these false ceilings beauty is an indirect forms of artificial lighting. The process of mixing the content of pop on site is a messy and long producer that requires a lot of cleaning. A lot of pop mixture is washed in the application process. The pop ceiling has comparatively high risk of cracking. Thank you for watching. Don't miss, like this video, let your comment, subscribe #decor channel to get more videos soon. Thank you.